sorry. Our unit 2 is diode rectifiers. Anyone know what is the purpose of a rectifier?
Converts AC to DC.
Is it right? Let us consider it is my rectifier circuit. What is the input for rectifier? AC.
AC, sir.
Analog signal is the input for rectifier. The output of a rectifier is a pulsating DC, not pure DC. Pulsating DC. I will tell you what is means it is a pulsating DC. Why it is called as pulsating DC? All of you know that it is a which signal it is a AC signal or DC signal?
AC signal.
AC, sir.
AC signal, right? Which signal it is a?
DC signal.
Yes, it is a AC signal and it is a DC signal, right? So what is the difference between AC and DC signals? It is a amplitude on y-axis. I am taking time on x-axis. Similarly, I am taking time on x-axis. I am taking amplitude or voltage on y-axis. So from this figure, I will tell you the difference between AC and DC. AC signal is having both positive as well as negative voltages. See here, it is of y because it is a y-axis. It is a positive y-axis and it is a negative y-axis. So A signal is having a both positive as well as negative values. Okay, so AC signal is having both positive as well as negative values. Whereas DC signal is having a either positive or negative value. The first difference is AC signal is having a both positive and negative values, whereas DC signal is having a only positive or negative values. Okay, so what is another difference means AC signal varies with respect to time. It is a time axis. So our AC signal for each and every time point at this time, see here, at this time point it is having a some value. So at this time point it is having another value. At this time point it is having another value. So AC signal varies with respect to time. Varies with respect to time. Whereas see here DC signal, at this point it is having some positive value of 5 volts, let us consider. At this point also it is having a positive 5 volts. At this point also, at each and every point it is having a constant value. So in here it is a DC signal doesn't varies with time. It is a constant, doesn't varies with time. It is a constant value. It is a constant. So it is a difference between a AC and DC signals. AC signal is having a both positive and negative values, and AC signal varies with respect to time. Means at each and every point the value of a AC signal varies. Whereas DC signal is having a either positive or negative value, and DC signal is having a constant voltage. Okay, so it is a difference between AC and DC signal. So our rectifier, the input for our rectifier is a AC signal. So it is a AC signal which is input for our rectifier. I will draw it in a. So I will draw it. So let us consider it is my input for rectifier. So it is a AC signal. And what is the output of a rectifier is it is by output of a rectifier. Is it AC signal or DC signal?
AC signal.
How can you say it is AC signal? In this signal, is there any negative values or exist in this signal?
No, sir.
In this signal, there is a no negative values existing in this signal. So, how can you say it is a AC signal?
Sir, but amplitude is changing with respect to time.
Yes, it is right. It is having a some AC qualities. Why? Because it is the amplitude of the signal varies with respect to time. So it is a quality of a AC signal, but it is having a only positive values, right? So it is having a both the properties of AC. It is having a it doesn't have both positive and negative signals, but it is a varies with respect to time. Here also, it is having only positive values, but it is not constant. Okay, so it is having a qualities of AC signal as well as DC signal. That's why it is called as pulsating DC. So this signal is called as pulsing DC. So our rectifier is a electronic circuit. Rectifier is a electronic circuit which converts AC to pulsating DC. It is a AC signal. Our rectifier converts AC to pulsating DC. Okay. Everyone understand what is the definition of the rectifier? Why it is known as a pulsating DC? Okay. Next I will classify different types of rectifiers. Now, how many types of rectifiers are there? Anyone can know how many types of rectifiers are there?
Two types.
The full wave
Half wave,
rectifier
full
and
wave.
half wave rectifier.
Yes, there are two different types of rectifiers. One is a half wave rectifier and another one is a full wave rectifier. Okay, one is a half wave rectifier and another one is a full wave rectifier. So, what is the input for rectifier? What is the input for rectifier?
AC signal.
AC
Yes.
signals.
AC signal.
AC signal is the input for rectifier. So, what is the output of the rectifier?
Pulsing
DC.
Pulsing DC. See here, what is the main difference between half wave and full wave means? So, it is the output waveform of a half wave rectifier. It is the output waveform of a full wave rectifier. From this figure, anyone can say what is the difference between half wave and full wave rectifier?
Half wave rectifier only converts one positive cycle into a negative cycle. Whereas full wave rectifier converts both positive half cycles and negative half cycles.
Yes. See here, it is our diagram. In half wave rectifier, it converts only positive signals. Okay, these are the positive half cycles. So half wave rectifier only gives only positive signals of a AC rectifier. But whereas, ఇంకా soft copy. అది చాలు. Okay, so half wave rectifier only it will give only positive half cycles. Means only a positive half cycle of a input waveform will be given in the converted into pulsing DC in half wave rectifier. Whereas in full wave rectifier, both positive and negative half cycles also. See here, it is a negative half cycle. So that negative half cycle is also converted into pulsing DC in case of a full wave rectifier. It is a main difference between a half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. Half wave rectifier converts only a positive off cycles of a input signal into a pulsating DC, whereas full wave rectifier converts both positive off cycles as well as negative off cycles into pulsating DC. And it is a main difference between a off wave rectifier. Again, full wave rectifiers are classified into two types. One is a center taper transformer full wave rectifier. And another one is a bridge full wave rectifier. Full wave rectifiers are classified into two types. One is a center taper transformer full wave rectifier and another one is a bridge full wave rectifier. Okay, so what is the difference between center taper transformer and bridge full wave rectifier means? Both are full wave rectifiers. In center taper transformer full wave rectifier, we will use a center taper transformer. Whereas in bridge full wave rectifier, we will not use that center taper transformer. And in off wave rectifier, we will use only one diode. One PN diode is used in the off wave rectifier. Only one PN diode is used in the off wave rectifier. Whereas in full wave rectifier, in center taper transformer full wave rectifier, we will use a two diodes. Whereas in bridge full wave rectifier, we will use a four diodes. But the only difference between a center taper transformer full wave rectifier and bridge full wave rectifier is in center taper transformer full wave rectifier, we will use a center taper transformer. Whereas in bridge full wave rectifier, we will not use that center taper transformer. So, what is the advantage or disadvantage of a center taper transformer? Means center taper transformer occupies more area. Center taper transformer occupies a more area. So, full wave rectifier, which is made up of a center taper transformer, which occupies a more area. Whereas in bridge full wave rectifier, we will not use the center taper transformer. So, bridge full wave rectifier occupies a less area. So, it is the only main difference between a center taper transformer and bridge full wave rectifier. So, the rectifiers are mainly classified into two types. One is a off wave rectifier and another one is a full wave rectifier. So, what is the main difference between off wave and full wave rectifier means? In off wave rectifier, only positive cycles of an input signal is converted into pulsating DC. Whereas in full wave rectifier, both positive and negative off cycles also converted into a pulsating DC. Okay. So again, full wave rectifiers are classified into two types. One is a center taper transformer full wave rectifier and another one is a bridge full wave rectifier. In center taper transformer full wave rectifier, we will use a center taper transformer which occupies a more area. So the area occupied by the center taper transformer full wave rectifier is a more. Whereas in bridge full wave rectifier, we will not use the center taper transformer. That's why it occupies a very less area. Whereas the number of PN diodes used in the off wave rectifier is 1. Full wave center tapered full wave transformer rectifier is 2. Bridge full wave rectifier is a 4. You have maybe you will get one doubt. In center taper transformer, we will use only 2 diodes. Whereas in bridge full wave rectifier, we will use a 4 diodes. Means maybe the area of the bridge full wave rectifier is greater than the area of a center taper transformer. But the diodes occupies a very less area compared to the center taper transformer. That's why the area occupied by the bridge rectifier is a very less compared to the center taper transformer. Okay, everyone understand the classification of the rectifiers? Is there any doubts? Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I will explain operation of a rectifier. First, we will discuss about a rectifier. How many diodes will be there in a half-wave rectifier?
On the
Yes, only one diode. Is it a step-down transformer or step-up transformer?
Step down.
How can you say it is a step-down transformer? How can you say it is a step-down transformer?
It converts into single phase.
Okay, single phase line. The number of turns in the primary winding is greater than the number of turns in the secondary winding. So see here, it is a primary winding, it is a secondary winding. So the number of turns in the primary winding is the greater than the number of turns in the secondary winding. That's why this is known as a step down transformer. So let us consider what is the input voltage for rectifier?
220.
220.
Yes, it is approximately 230 volts of AC signal. So here I am giving a 230 volts of AC signal to the rectifier. So the amplitude of this signal, let us consider the amplitude of this signal is a 230 volts. Now here it is a center taper transformer. Sorry, not center taper. It is a step down transformer. So all of you know that what is a output V2? The formula for V2 is a what is a V? Let us consider here the voltage is a V1. Let us consider the voltage at primary winding is a V1 and voltage at secondary winding is a V2 and the number of turns in the primary winding is, let us consider N1. Let us consider the number of turns in the the number of turns in the secondary winding is N2. So V1 means the voltage in the primary winding. N1 means the number of turns in the primary winding. Similarly, V2 means voltage in the secondary winding. N2 means the number of turns in the secondary winding. So how I will get V2? V2 formula means it is N2 by N1 into V1. Okay. So the number of turns in the secondary winding by number of turns in the primary winding into V2. Now let us consider here I am giving a some 240 volts. Let us consider here I am giving a 240 volts signal ఇచ్చామనుకున్నాం. మీకు సింప్లిఫికేషన్ కోసం 240 volts అని ఇచ్చాను. సో 240 volts ఇచ్చాను. Let us consider the turns ratio here is at 20:1. What is the output voltage here? what is I am giving here, V1 is a 240 volts. Turns ratio 20:1 means N1 is a 20, N2 is a 1. So here it is a
1
V.
by
So
1 by
V2
20,
equal to V2 equal to 1 by 20 into
240,
240. So it is equal to
12.
it is 12 volts. So here also I am using a step down transformer. What is the input for step down transformer? 240 volts. What is the output of the step down transformer? 12 volts. So what is the purpose of step down transformer? It decreases the strength of a signal. So ఇక్కడ 230 volts ఇస్తే ఇక్కడ మనకు వచ్చేసరికి 12 volt signal వస్తుంది. So here I am getting only 12 volt signal. Okay. So here I got only 12 volt signal. So ఇది ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కమ్మా. ఓకే, రియాలిటీలో కూడా అప్రాక్సిమేట్లీ ఈక్వల్ టు 12 volts వస్తుంది. And one more thing is why here we will use a step down transformer means if we will give directly 230 volts to diode, the diode will be collapse. So that's why diode collapse avukunda undaniki here we will use a center tap transformer and then we will give this approximately equal 12 volts to the diode. Okay, now what is a okay, now here I have given a what is a center tap transformer, sorry, step down transformer used. It decreases the strength of the AC signal. The input for step down is a AC signal. Output of the step down transformer is also AC signal, but it decreases the strength of the AC signal or it decreases the voltage of the AC signal. Now here I got this voltage, AC voltage, and now let us consider case 1. Now let us consider case 1. My input equal to positive off cycle. Here I got a AC signal means which is having a both positive and negative off cycles. So let us consider initially my input equal to positive off cycle. Okay, so for initially I am giving here my input is a positive off cycle. Now this positive is connected to the P terminal of the diode D1. Positive is connected to the P terminal of the diode D1. Now what is a diode D1 is in on condition or off condition? Okay, diode D1 is in forward bias or reverse bias?
Forward
bias, sir.
Yes, yes. Whenever we are giving a positive to the P terminal of a diode, then diode D1 is in forward bias condition. Then diode D1 is in forward bias condition. Forward bias condition means it is acting like a on switch. Okay, so it is acting like a on switch. So our circuit diagram becomes, now our circuit diagram becomes, here we have a step down transformer initially. So after that our diode is now acting like a on switch. So diode is acting like a on switch means here we have a load resistance. RL. Okay, so here I am giving a input signal, so which is a input to the diode rectifier, positive off cycle. Whenever I am giving a positive off cycle, diode is in on condition. Our input is transfers toward the output side. Now there is a path from input to output side. It is acting like a on switch means our input is transfers towards the output side. Now let us consider, here I am giving I am drawing a input and output waveforms. Let us consider, here I am drawing a input and output waveforms. Let us consider it is my input signal. Time, and it is a voltage axis. Let us consider it is my output signal. Okay, so whenever I am giving a positive off cycle as a input, diode D1 is in on condition. Diode D1 is in on condition means there is a path from input to output side. Our input is transferred towards the output side. So our input is transferred towards the output side. Whatever may be the our input signal, it is transferred towards the output side. Okay. Now let us consider case 2. Let us consider case 2. In case 2, let us consider if I am giving a input equal to negative off cycle. Means here, in place of a positive, now I am giving a negative off cycle. So here, I am giving a negative off cycle. Now, negative is connected to the p-type material of a diode D1. Now, the diode is in forward bias condition or reverse bias condition.
Reverse bias.
So now diode is in reverse bias condition. Means it is acting like a on switch or off switch.
Half switch.
Off switch.
So
Off
it is acting like a off switch. So now the circuit becomes now our diode is acting like a off switch. It is a equivalent circuit diagram when diode is in a reverse bias condition. Now, is there any path to transfer input towards the output side? పాత్ ఉందమ్మా ఇప్పుడు ఇన్పుట్ అవుట్పుట్ సైడ్ వెళ్ళడానికి ఏదైనా పాత్ ఉందా?
Yes, sir.
సో దెర్ ఈస్ ఏ నో పాత్ ఫ్రమ్ నో పాత్ టు ట్రావెల్ ఇన్పుట్ టువర్డ్స్ ది అవుట్పుట్ సైడ్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద అవుట్పుట్ నౌ? అసలు ఇన్పుట్ అవుట్పుట్ సైడ్ పాస్ అవడానికే లేదంటే వాట్ ఈస్ ద అవుట్పుట్ నౌ? Now the
Zero.
output is equal to 0. Right. Now the output equal to 0. Let us consider again I am giving a positive off cycle. So whenever again I am giving a positive off cycle, again diode is in forward bias condition. Again it is acting like a on switch. Then there is a path from input to output side. So our input is transferred towards the output side. So our input is transferred towards the output side. Again when I am giving a negative off cycle, again there is a diode D1 is in reverse bias condition. It is acting like a off switch. Again there is a no path from input towards the output side. So it is our output waveform of a rectifier. I think everyone understand now the operation of a rectifier.
Yes, sir.
It is the current waveform aina ide vastadi, voltage waveform aina ide vastadi. Output voltage or current waveform edaina ide vastadi. So is there any doubts in the operation of a rectifier?
No, sir.
Okay. Now I will write a equation, output equation of a rectifier. Let us consider it is a 0, it is a pi, it is a 2 pi. Our input signal is a AC signal. It is like a sine waveform. So the input waveform is having a formula I am sine omega t. Okay. So the I is having a I am sine omega t. Now I am writing a output current equation. I is equal to, see here, from 0 to pi. What is the output signal equation? From 0 to pi, it is similar to the input waveform. So it is having a formula I is equal to I am sine omega t. It is from 0 to pi. Zero to pi. Now, what is the I value from pi to 2 pi? Pi to 2 pi, what is the output value? Pi to 2 pi, what? S. It is equal to 0 from pi to 2 pi. Okay, it is a current equation. Similarly, voltage equation also. V is equal to Vm sin omega t from 0 to pi, and it is equal to 0 from pi to 2 pi. I think everyone can understand now how I have written this equation. From this
Yes,
waveform,
sir.
from 0 to pi, it is looking like a sine waveform only. So, from 0 to pi, our current is having a equation I is equal to Im sin omega t. And from pi to 2 pi, it is having a equation, it is equal to 0. Here, the value of output signal is equal to 0. So, it is equal to 0. Now, what is I can write Vm in terms of a Im in terms of a Vm. So let us consider it is a Im, current Im, and it is a voltage Vm. So what is the equation for Im in terms of a Vm? Let us consider in forward bias condition, diode offers a very less forward resistance RF. So ఇక్కడ చూడండి అమ్మా, ఇక్కడ ఈక్వేషన్ వేస్తే కరెంట్ ఈక్వేషన్ అంటే వోల్టేజ్ బై టోటల్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ వాల్యూ. సో హియర్ వోల్టేజ్ ఈజ్ ఎ Vm. సో Im can be written as Vm by what is the total resistance value. Here it is nothing but a diode offers a very less resistance in a forward bias, which is equal to RF, and it is having a load resistance RL. So Im can be written as RF plus RL. Im equal to Vm by RF plus RL. Remember this equation also. These are the important equations. The output equation of a rectifier I is equal to Im sin omega t from 0 to pi. Why? Because 0 to pi it is looking like a sine waveform. So it is a Im sin omega t. But from pi to 2 pi, our output value equal to 0. That's why I have written I equal to 0 from pi to 2 pi. So Im also written in terms of Vm. How we will written in terms of Vm? Let us consider it is a voltage Vm and it is a Im. So current it is a Im. I can be written as V by R. So here it is a voltage Vm. The total resistance value RF plus RL. So I can write Im can be written as Vm by RF plus RL. Okay. Now I think everyone can understand now the operation of copper rectifier and output equations.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I will discuss some equations. I will derive some equations for of a rectifier. First one is a DC or average current. DC current or average current. So it is represented with IDC. DC or average current, it is represented with IDC. So what is meant by average? What is meant by average? The formula for average means, what is the formula for average? ఎలా ఫైండ్ చేస్తామమ్మా? ఏవైనా ఒక కొన్ని ఇచ్చాడు అనుకోండమ్మా, కొన్ని వాల్యూస్, దాని యావరేజ్ ఎలా ఫైండ్ చేస్తాం?
Total by
Sum
n.
of all terms by number of terms.
Sum by total number of terms, right? So here also our sine waveform is having a full cycle 2 pi, and the time period of a sine waveform is equal to 2 pi. That's why the total values are 1 by 2 pi. అంటే total values 2 pi వేస్తాము. Sum means integration is nothing but a sum. I can write it is 0 to 2 pi our I into d omega. All of you know that the average value means sum by total number of values వేస్తాం. So sine waveform ki time period 2pi అమ్మ. So it is a sum means it is a integration. Integration is nothing but a sum. That's why integral 0 to 2pi I into d omega t. Okay, it is nothing but a sum. So sum by total number of values అయ్యాలి కాబట్టి sum by the total time period of a sine waveform is a 2pi. That's why here I have written it as a 1 by 2pi. So I can write it as a what is the I value for I value of our of a rectifier. It is having a one value for 0 to pi, and it is also having a another value for pi to 2pi. So 1 by 2pi. What is our I value from 0 to pi?
I am sin omega t.
Sin omega t.
Yes, it is 0 to pi. This value is a I am sin omega t. D omega t. What is pi to 2pi? This value?
0.
సో 0 కాబట్టి ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ చేసిన 0 అంటే మల్టిప్లికేషన్ 0 వస్తుంది, ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ చేసిన 0 వస్తుంది. ఓకే, అందుకే డైరెక్ట్ 0 వేసాను. సో అదర్వైజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ హ్యావింగ్ ఏ 0 ఫ్రమ్ పై టు 2pi. ఇట్ ఈస్ హ్యావింగ్ ఏ 0 d omega t. So what is sin omega t? What is the integration of sin omega t? With respect to d omega t చేస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి im అనేది విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు d omega t చేస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి im కాన్స్టెంట్ అమ్మ. సో im కాన్స్టెంట్ im what is sin omega t? It is minus cos omega t. So it is a minus cos omega t. The limits are 0 to pi. Plus this value is equal to 0. So let us consider im common కాబట్టి im ఇక్కడికి తెచ్చాం అనుకున్నాం. So it is im by 2pi into minus cos omega t ఉంటుందమ్మ ఇక్కడ. సో ఫస్ట్ ఏది అప్పర్ లిమిట్స్ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయాలి. మైనస్ కాస్ పై, నెక్స్ట్ అగైన్ మైనస్ ఆఫ్ మైనస్ కాస్ 0 వస్తుంది. మైనస్ ఆఫ్ వై బికాస్ లిమిట్స్ అప్లై చేసినప్పుడు కాస్ పై మైనస్ కాస్ 0 వేయాలమ్మ. సో ఇక్కడ మైనస్ ఉంది కాబట్టి, లేకపోతే ఇలాగేసేయండి మైనస్ ఆఫ్ cos pi minus cos 0. What is cos pi value? What is the cos pi value?
Yes.
What is the cos pi value?
-1.
Yes, sir.
So it is a minus 1. What is the cos 0 value?
1.
1. సో ఇదేమవుతుందమ్మ -2 అవుతుందమ్మ. మైనస్ ఆఫ్ -2 అంటే 2 అవుతుందమ్మ. సో వాట్ ఈజ్ 2im by
im by pi.
Im by pi.
so
I am by pi.
the DC current is nothing but a im by pi. So it is a DC current or average current of a rectifier, which is nothing but a im by pi. Okay, I think everyone can understand this derivation. Is there any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Remember this equation. So IDC equal to DC current of a rectifier equal to im by pi. Okay. Next, I will derive a equation for DC voltage or average voltage. Next, I will derive equation for DC or average voltage. It is represented with VDC. Okay, so VDC can be written as DC voltage can be written as VDC can be written as IDC into load resistance RL. DC ante load దగ్గర వస్తుంది కదమ్మా. So IDC into RL. So what is your IDC? We got equation for IDC.
IM by pi, sir.
Yes, IM by pi into RL. Okay. So we already written IM in terms of VM రాయాలనుకున్నాము. VM by RF plus RL. Already నాకు చెప్పాను. VM by RF plus RL. VM by RF plus RL into RL. And here the RF value is much less than the RL. RF value చాలా తక్కువ ఉంటుందమ్మా, forward bias resistance value. So RF value is much less than the RL. So I can write it as a VM by pi into RL only. So VM by pi into RL into RL. So what is the equation of a VDC? VDC
VM by
can be
pi.
written as
RL by
VM by pi.
VM by
RL,
pi, sir.
RL gets cancelled. So what is the equation for IDC of a rectifier?
IM by pi.
Yes, IM by pi. What is the VDC of a rectifier?
VM by pi.
VM by pi.
by pi.
Okay, I think everyone understand these derivations. DC current, DC voltage, DC current, and AC voltage and AC current. Sorry, ఇంకా AC చెప్పలేదు కదా. DC voltage and DC current equations అందరికీ అర్థమయ్యాయమ్మా? ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయి? Okay, next we will go for AC or RMS current. అంతంగా పెట్టాలా? Next we will discuss, we will derive an equation for RMS current. RMS current, and it is also called as RMS current or AC current. So it is represented with IRMS. What is your RMS means?
Root mean square value.
So RMS means it is a root mean square. Root means it is a square root. Mean means it is a average. Square means it is a square. Root means square. So how I will write a formula for IRMS means? Already know that RMS means it is a root mean square. So root అంటే first whole power 1/2. Okay. Mean అంటే యావరేజ్ అంట. సో 1/2 pi యావరేజ్ అంటే ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పాను. 1/2 pi ఇంటిగ్రల్ 0 to 2 pi I into omega t. Okay. So next square. That's why I have written it here I square. I think everyone can understand now how I have written this formula. Root means RMS means root means square value. First I have written a root whole power 1/2 and average means already know that 1/2 pi integral 0 to 2 pi I into d omega t. Square means here we have to write a I square. So I can write a IRMS equation as already know that for of a rectifier, what is the I value for 0 to pi and what is the I value for pi to 2 pi. So I'm replacing that values 1/2 pi integral 0 to pi, it is I square sin square omega t. I square sin square omega t d omega t. plus from pi to 2 pi, the value is equal to 0. So directly I am replacing it as 0. So I square sine square d omega t. So how we will find a sine square d omega t ki? Sorry, I square ante im square, im sine omega t kada. Im square sine square omega t. How will we find a so okay, how we will find a sine square omega t ki ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఫైన్ చేయాలంటే ఏం చేస్తాం?
1 minus 2 cos omega by 2.
2/2, sir.
1 minus
Cos 2 omega t.
సో
Cos 2
ఐఎం
omega.
ఎలాగా ఐఎం కామన్ కాబట్టి ఐఎం స్క్వేర్ బై 2 పై చేస్తాను. సో ఇంటిగ్రల్ 0 to పై సైన్ స్క్వేర్ ఒమేగాటిక్ ఫైన్ చేయాలంటే 1 మైనస్ కాస్ 2 ఒమేగా టీ బై 2 వేసుకోవాలి ముందు. ఇట్ ఈస్ అ ఫార్ములా ఫర్ సైన్ స్క్వేర్ ఒమేగా టీ ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ ఏ కాస్ ఒమేగా టీ. సో డి ఒమేగా టీ అలాగే 0 కాబట్టి ఇంకా వేయట్లేదు. సో హోల్ పవర్ 1/2. సో ఈ 2 కూడా కాన్స్టెంట్ కాబట్టి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చింది అనుకున్నాము. మనకి ఏమో వస్తుంది im square by 4 pi. So now I am replacing integration of 1 అంటే ఏమొస్తుందమ్మా?
Omega t.
omega t.
Yes, integration of 1 means it is nothing but a omega t. So integration of cos 2 omega t అంటే integration of cos 2 omega t. Yes. Sin 2 omega t by 2. So the limitations are from 0 to pi. అంతటికి స్క్వేర్ రూట్ ఉంటుంది. Now first I am replacing pi in terms of these values. Next I am replacing a 0. So here it is equal to im by 4 pi. ఫస్ట్ ఒమేగా టీ ప్లేస్ లో పై వేసాను అనుకున్నాము. పై మైనస్ సైన్ 2 పై బై 2. నెక్స్ట్ ఒమేగా టీ ప్లేస్ లో 0 వేసాను అనుకుంటాం. -0 ప్లస్ సైన్ 0/2. రీప్లేస్ చేస్తాను. సో హోల్ పవర్ 1/2 ఉంటుంది. So now im by 4 pi, sorry ఇది im square అమ్మా, im square కదా, im square by 4 pi what is the pi first ఉందమ్మా pi, what is the sin 2 pi value?
0, sir.
0. What is it is a 0. Again what is the sin 0 value?
0, sir.
0. So it is whole power 1/2. అంటే ఏమొస్తుంది నాకు?
im by
im
2, sir.
yes, im square by 4 pi into pi whole power 1/2. హోల్ పవర్ 1/2. ఇక్కడ మనకి పైకి క్యాన్సిల్ అయింది అనుకోండి. పైకి క్యాన్సిల్ అయింది. సో im square by 4, im square by 4 whole power 1/2 అంటే it is nothing but a im by, so it is a average current or RMS current of a rectifier. Okay, I think everyone can understand now how we will calculate a RMS current or average current of a rectifier.
Yes, sir.
Now what is the value of a
Yes, sir.
RMS voltage or AC voltage? Now what is the value of a RMS voltage or AC voltage? Now, how we will find a AC voltage or RMS voltage?
Vm by 2 into Rf plus RL into RL.
Yes, right. Now, RMS or AC voltage. So it is represented with VRMS. Okay, so VRMS equal to IRMS into RL. So IRMS means it is nothing but a ఎంత వచ్చింది మనకి IRMS IM by
I am by 2, sir.
IM by 2 into
IM.
RL. So I can replace IM in place of IM and can replace VM by RF plus RL. All of you know that the RF value is much less than the RL. So I can neglect RF. So VM by 2 RL into RL. So RL gets cancelled. So it is equal to VM by
I am by 2.
VRMS equal to VM by 2. ఓకే, ఈ డెరివేషన్స్ అన్నీ అర్థమయ్యాయా? ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయి? ఏదో ఒకటి రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వండి అన్న, అర్థమయ్యాయా లేదా? ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయంటే చెప్తాను.
No, sir.
అర్థమైంది సార్.
అర్థమైంది.
ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే. Now I will take 15 minutes. Respond roll numbers 1 to 10 in short box. Okay, next respond 11 to 20. 11, 12, 13, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 16 also. 21 to 30. 23, 21, 27, 22, 28, 29, 25, 23, 21, 27, 22, 29, 25, 28, 30, 26 also. 31 to 40 చెప్పండమ్మా. 39, 33, 34, 36, 31, 38, 40. Forty-one to remaining. 32 also present. 43, 46, 41, 48, 44, 47, 49, 45. Okay, thank you everyone. All of you can leave this session.